A title challenge that fell away at the very end because of Eden Hazard. A Champions League final, one of the worst in history. Again, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Spurs have tried managers that are good, some of the greatest, and some of the not so. And now, this man is under severe pressure.
We have to be realistic where we are. My view is that we've got unfinished business.
Unfinished business with the footballing world. Well, Mr. Levy has only got one option left. Yes, that is right. He has come calling. He wants us to take over Spurs. A contract has landed on my doorstep. And he wants us to turn around the fortunes of this club. He wants us to banish the dreaded Spursy tag. And in order to do that, he's offered us a 10-year contract. He's set out 3 key objectives that he wants us to try and implement. And he's also given us a 10-year plan for what he wants each season to be. That's what we're going to measure our success against. I've got to be honest, lads, it's a big old task. The objectives are to create a pipeline of new youth players, establish trust between the stakeholders of the club, being the fans, the players and the board, and to build a footballing dynasty, which will end with us winning everything that is on offer. Gotta be honest, it's the biggest challenge we've ever faced so far. And so, I've decided to accept his offer. Let's get it. Yes guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little intro. I had a lot of fun making that. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 1,000 subs this year. It would be wicked if we could achieve it. If not, it's not the end of the world. So we are kicking it with Spurs. Oh, Jesus. Pretty much all my family are Arsenal Spurs fans. And so this is going to be quite an important one. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, we're going to go ultimate difficulty, 4 minutes and a half. You know how it works. Strict transfers. No transfer window for this first season, though. Want to use the real players. One of the real players that's going to be quite important is the captain, Hugo Lloris. In the final year of his contract, going to have to review that at some point. Now, looking at this team, there's a couple of players straight off the bat I want gone. But obviously, we have to wait until January before we can get rid of anyone. I'm not really going to be looking at bringing anyone in. I want to use the players that we've got. Some players, like Bergwijn, like Sanchez, they're going to have to prove themselves, otherwise they're getting sold. In terms of the tactics, I want us to be hard to beat. Play counter-attacking football. I think that's the best thing we can do with the players that we've got at our disposal. I want Harry Kane playing that false 9 role, dropping deep, allowing Son, Kulevetsky, Bergwijn, Moura to be bombing on into those spaces that he vacates. That's where I see us doing our best damage. Now, we will be playing 5 at the back because, let's be honest, any team that plays 5 at the back, because you don't trust your centre-backs to play in a 2, you have to play in a 3. I don't trust Davis, Romero, Rodon, or Tanganga, or Sanchez. I don't trust any of them. So we have to play 5 at the back. Looking at the budget, this really upset me. It upset me so much. We've got a lot of money, but the wages are ridiculous. 2 mil a week. We have got far too many players in this squad. There's about 10 players out on loan as well that are going to come back. 2 players off the bat need to be gone. It's Eric Dyer and Oliver Skip. Both bang average. Awful, awful players. I need them gone. That's the level of player we do not want anymore. We want winners, and they are not winners. They will never be winners. It's never going to happen. So if you're a Spurs fan, you like them too. I'm sorry, I think they're awful. They're gone. Get out. Go. Now, obviously, one of the objectives is to bring in a pipeline of players. We're going to have a class of 22 at the end of this season. And we're going to start with the British Isles. I'm going to go England, Wales and Scotland. Send them out 9 months apiece, see what they bring back. If the scouts don't do anything well, and Teddy Cook, Cameron Hardy, and this Albanian geezer, I'm going to sack them. Can't have mediocrity in this club anymore. We need to get the best in class. So, these 3 scouts have got a year to prove their worth, see what they bring back. Going into the pre-season, I know it's basically the Audi Cup, but we won it, got it over the line. It's a good omen. I want Lloris practicing lifting trophies. It's always good to get the right winning mentality in. So what are my objectives for the first season? Well, it's very simple. Challenge for the top 4, get to a cup final. Anything more than that is a bonus. So, let's get into some highlights. Here we are then, lads. Match day number 1 of a brand new season. That South Stand looks absolutely epic, I'm not going to lie. These fans, they deserve good football. Playing against the champions on the first day. Couldn't get any bigger than this, right? As you can see here, we're defending very, very deep. Trying to hit City on the counter-attack. Son plays it into Kane. As you can see, it's 3v3. Perfect opportunity here to showcase what we can do. That cross, very poor. Sonny, running out wide, picks it back up. Whips in across to the back post. Moore's there. Gets us our first goal of the new era. Fans love it. I love it. Beautiful stuff. 1-0, 35 minutes in. Goal scorer Moura absolutely crippled there. Ended up getting injured, out for 3 months. The referee, for some reason, didn't blow and let him get a treatment. I'm definitely blaming him. Ben Davies takes it into his own hands. Absolutely leaves one on Raheem Sterling. Don't mind it. I do not mind it at all. I mean, it's a horrid challenge. Absolutely horrid. But it's fine. Anyway, down the other end in the second half, Harry Kane sets up goal scorer Moura. Sterling getting his revenge, takes him out. Not even a booking. Outrageous. Officials watching a different game. So, of course, the man who shouldn't have been on the pitch, Raheem Sterling, set up the equaliser for Bernardo Silva. 1-1 at this point. Next passage of play, that man against Sterling on the attack. Just about managed to win the ball off him. New boy Rodrigo Bentancur turns, tries to look for Moura, can't quite find him. Again, Jesus looks up, slips him through. It's Sterling again off the post. Tell you what, he was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. A draw against champions on the opening day, it's not a bad result to be honest. I would have took it pre-game. But Emil Højbjerg had other ideas. Pick that out, son. He scored an absolute banger against Liverpool. I think it was this season, might have been the end of last season. But we know he can hit him from distance, and that there is picture book perfect. Top corner. Edison, no chance. So, a 2-1 win against champions on the opening day of the season. Love to see it. August was great, went undefeated. 2 wins and a draw. Up next, first London derby of the season away at Selhurst Park. Going to have a lot of London derbies. That's one issue with Spurs, is they have so many derby matches. So many. Anyway, as you can see here, Bergwijn's in for the injured Mora. Reguilon looks up, plays it into Bentancur. He looks up, chips it over the top. Harry Kane, what's he got? First touch, good. Gets himself off the mark, lovely stuff. 1-0, in control, and then a bit of Spursy defending. That there, need to eliminate mistakes like that. Shocking. 1-1. Should have been 2-1 down. This effort here, Lloris keeps out, does very well. Going into the second half, Bentancur is quickly becoming one of my favourite players. Absolutely class. Gets the assist for this, even though this goal is all about Harry Kane. Absolutely outrageous. He is basically a cheat code. He can score from anywhere on the pitch. Anyway, next passage of play. Højbjerg looks up, shows his creative instincts, plays a through ball over the top. Son picks it up, smashes that one into the near post. 3-1. 20 minutes to go. This passage of play here is what I want to see us doing. Possession-based football, nice and slow, nice good build-up, very patient. Slips in Steven Bergwijn down out wide. Looks up, Kane on his hat-trick, gets his hat-trick. Beautiful stuff. Still undefeated in the league. Unfortunately, Chelsea weren't the team to ruin that. Playing against 10 men for pretty much the whole game. We lost 2-0 in this one. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. But, big game now. Into rival territory against Arsenal. Very quiet Emirates. Harry Kane went close with that effort there. Just went wide. The breakthrough came from the most unlikely of sources. Ben Davies, edge of the box. Who knew he could do that? Let's be honest, he can't do that. He cannot do that, can he? Anyway, 1-0, looking pretty good. Obviously, it's a North London derby. There's going to be dirty tackles flying in. That there is a good tackle. This there, bad tackle. Ref, only give a yellow. How has Xhaka not been sent off? It makes no sense to me. No sense to me at all. Anyway, coming up to the half-hour mark, Harry Kane on the ball here. Very patient, just waiting for the right option. When he saw Højbjerg against Man City absolutely smack one in from distance. Well, he's gone and done it again. Off the other side of the crossbar, absolutely outrageous strike. Smashes Arsenal 2-0 down. Beautiful stuff. We were instantly pegged back, that effort there into the far corner. 2-1 at this point. Then the yellow cards kept on mounting. At this point here, Ben Davies, feeling a bit left out, wanted to get a fancy red card instead. Shocking tackle, really is. Playing with 10 men away from home against your rivals. Not ideal. So of course Arsenal were going to start dominating the game. Like I said, with this effort here, should have equalised. Hit the crossbar, very luckily get away with it. But then, we saw in the last game against Palace, Reguilon's poor attempt at a pass. Højbjerg does exactly the same thing. What is that pass? Awful. Barely left the floor. Anyway, trying to defend here now, holding on. Emerson makes a good tackle, goes in for the 50-50. Very late. It is very late. I just had to wince when it went in. Down to 9 men, hanging on for dear life, which we managed to do by the skin of our teeth and secure a 2-1 away win. September, October and November were steady going months. A little loss here and there. But as you can see at the Christmas period, only 4 points between the top 8. Unbelievably close at the top. Up next, away in snow at the Amex, and against Brighton. 2-0 win, but the second goal is what I want to show you. Rodrigo Bentancur, this is why I love him. This here, Dele Alli, eat your heart out. Controls with his right foot, bangs it with his left foot. Oh, it's just bloody beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That there has got to be one of the goals of the season, without a doubt. Then against Leicester next, Vardy missed a penalty inside the first 20 minutes. But Leicester went into second, third, fourth, fifth gear. They were unreal. We got battered 3-0. Moving on very swiftly from that into December, as you can see, a loss against Liverpool and against Leicester has now opened things up quite a lot at the top of the table. But a managerial performance followed in January, where we actually went unbeaten. And as you can see there, the draw in the cup against Chelsea. So into the FA Cup 4th round replay, off to the Bridge. Not a place we like going, not a place at all. First 20 minutes, it was backs against the wall. It was corner after corner, chance after chance. We were just trying to hang in there. Just trying to hang in there at all. Reece James had that effort saved, where he tips it around the post. This effort here, another corner, blocked, Winks concedes another corner. This one gets whipped in. Eventually they were rewarded with their goal. It was well deserved. We didn't start well at all in this one. 6 minutes later, as you can see here, Romero does well. Starts off an attack into Bentancur. He looks up, plays it into Harry Kane in that number 10 role. Waiting for the options, plays it through to Bentancur. Very luckily, Mora then picks it back up. Runs wide a bit again, very lucky. Keeps holding the ball somehow. Reguilon into Bentancur. He looks up, rolls it through to Son. He spins, he shoots it, he drags it onto the crossbar. Oh, deserved the goal. Deserved the goal. Second half should have been 2-0 down. Somehow this awful bit of defending here wasn't punished with a goal. So somehow, 51 minutes on the clock, it's still 1-0. We're still in this game. Starting all the way from the back. We play the ball out to the left-hand side. Reguilon into Harry Kane. He needs a decoy run. Anyone to make some space for him. No one's moving. Eventually, Bentancur moves, creates that runner. Then, keep an eye on Romero, making a bursting run from the centre-back position. Gets into the final third. Little reverse pass. It's Kane. Levels things up. You love to see it on number 10. Stands up, accounted for. Love to see it from our best player. He should have had a second goal. Literally the next attack. Son slips him through here. I thought this effort had just gone wide, but on the replay, it is a truly world-class save from Edouard Mendy. Absolutely unreal. So still 1-1 at this point. Corner whipped in. Romero with a header. A little bit of pinball in the box. Everyone's falling over each other. It falls to Kane. He chips the goalie inside the box. I don't know if you've ever seen it before. A chip inside the 6-yard box with about 10 players around you. That is just truly bloody brilliant. Truly brilliant. So Kane on his hat-trick. We're 2-1 up. Shocking bit of defending here from Davis and Sanchez. I mean, look, he's won the ball twice and then lost it, all within about 10 seconds. Lukaku goes and levels things up. Deserved. 4 minutes from time. Harry Kane again on the ball. Things out wide. Looks for Kuleveski. You can see the overlap out on his shoulder. Tries to give it back to Kane. Bentancur makes the first run. Son makes the second run. He goes it alone on his right foot. Smacks it off the underside of the crossbar. Gets his hat-trick. 89th minute. Chelsea players sink to the floor. Surely we're into the 5th round. Well, if you thought the drama was done there, you've not been paying attention to this game. As you can see, we are well past stoppage time. Well past it. Of course, Chelsea were going to end up putting this one to extra time. And it was going to be Hazard, of all people. Not Eden, his little brother, the one who I think is better than him nowadays. So bloody annoying. Go away, you rat. Anyway, into extra time, Harry Kane looking for his 4th goal. Little fake shot there. Edge of the box, smacks it. Just gets deflected wide. Resulting corner whips in. Flick on. Kane 6 yards out. Couldn't get the 4th goal. Unfortunately, we did end up losing this one. After leading so late on and then crashing out in extra time, it does feel like a really bad loss. But look, we can't attack all competitions this season. It was never going to happen. Match rating is not ideal. But look, there's a lot of positive to take from the season so far. So let's take a minute, let's take a breather, because we've got some team news and transfer news. And that's enough of the highlights. So lads, some good news. We got 18 mil for Oliver Skip. I mean, we've absolutely robbed Leicester there. I don't know how they paid that much for him. Dead player, get out, go. As well as that, Eric Dyer has gone to Man United. 15.6 mil. That means United are going to have Maguire and Dyer. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I said at the start of the video that Captain Lloris, I need to review his contract. I thought about it long and hard. I've decided I am going to renew his contract. Going to get him signed up for a 3-year deal. He's accepted a massive pay cut, which was a big factor in me allowing this deal to go through, because I can't have him 100k a week. He's not that good anymore. So that will see him up to the grand old age of 36, 37, I believe. So that means he'll be staying with us till the very end. Good to get that one over the line. In terms of the rest of the squad, Matt Doherty is the next one on the chopping block. I've not used him basically at all, so I want him gone, get him sold. I don't care where he goes to or how much we get for him. Just get him out of the club. It's just a waste of wages. As well as that, I've also realised Lo Celso and Ndombele are out on loan, so we're not going to buy no centre mid, which is also on my priority list. But I'm going to wait for them to come back next season. I'm going to give them a go, see how they get on. Got to give them a chance. So after crashing out of the cup, Harry Kane started talking to the media about wanting to win trophies again. You know what happened last time he did this? He almost handed a transfer request in. So, turning our focuses to the other domestic cup, League Cup time. We went through against Wimbledon early doors 3-2. We then beat Leicester on penalties 5-4. Very lucky we got through there. In the quarterfinals, we got through against Wigan, which meant semi-final time was against Everton. Won the first leg 3-2. So, still got some work to do. This one here in the second leg was end-to-end stuff. End-to-end. Both teams had great chances in the first half, but it was Everton to make the breakthrough, level things up on aggregate and lead on the night. But Kuleveski, with 20 minutes to go, breaks through here, lays it onto Son, smashes that one into the back of the net and sends us into our first cup final of the season. Beautiful stuff. Hit the ground running. Love to see it. And in the final, we are playing against Pep's boys. Man City are back. After beating them in the league early this season, we know we can counter-attack against them, but they're going to have a lot of chances and a lot of possession. But cup final in our first season, lads. That is objective 1 achieved. 90 minutes away potentially from a bit of domestic silverware. Bentancur had that effort there that just went wide, but it was City to take the lead in the 17th minute. Very frustrating. But after about half an hour of play, we started seeing the openings. Counter-attacks were well and truly on. Kane slips through Bentancur. He's through on goal. Don't give him 2 chances. Smashes that one into the back of the net. Goes and puts it back level. Beautiful stuff. Harry Kane then running wide here, chips it over the top. Kuleveski is through on goal. He's only got Son as an option, puts it on a plate, smashes it into the back of the net, puts us back in front. But City would not go away when it equalised again in the second half. So once again we had to dig deep, go into second and third gear. Could we do it? Kuleveski has turned into Ricky Villa. He's just beaten 5 players. He makes that look so easy. Puts us back in front. A goal for the ages. Cannot beat it. Down the other end, defending for our lives at this point. As you can see here, this effort saved from Mahrez. And then, with 10 minutes to go, 3-2 up, Kane launches it long. Jack Grealish is playing centre-back, don't know why. Son then pinches the ball off him. He's got no support. He's got to go all alone. Can he score to win the cup? Yes, he bloody can. Lads, we have done it. A trophy in Season 1. Yes, it's only the Carabao Cup, but you can only win what you're in, lads. And of course, we're not in the Champions League this year. We're not in the title race this year. Realistically, winning the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup is a good season for us. It's definitely a good season. So that is step 1 in getting rid of that Spursy tag achieved. So, taking a break from the domestic games into the Conference League, a competition that I've realistically just completely forgotten about. We breezed through the group stage into the first knockout round. 2-2 was the first leg score. Sun smacked that one in to send us into the next round, which was against Lokomotiv Moscow. 2-1 was the first leg. Stevie Bergwijn popped up with this goal to send us into the semi-finals. Lovely stuff. We're just sneaking through round by round, kind of going under the radar. And guess who we got in the semi-finals? Lads, you could not make it up. We've gone and drawn against Jose Mourinho's Roma. They've got the likes of Tammy Abraham, Chris Smalling at the back, Pellegrini in the middle. They've got a decent team, but these boys have had a taste of silverware this season, and so they want more. The first leg finished 2-1 to us, so we still had some work to do. This was the first 8 minutes, and we should have been 1-0 down. We actually did go 1-0 down with the next attack, which didn't unfortunately record. Coming to the end of the first half, Bentancur slips through Reguilon on the overlap, chips in the ball. Son heads it in, 1-1. Dreaming about a cup final, second one of the season. Could it be done? End of the first half, Harry Kane had that effort just go wide. In the second half, Roma had their own effort from distance, bounced off the crossbar. 1-1 still, 55 minutes on the clock. Højbjerg looks up, pokes it through to Kane, edge of the box. He sees the runner, pokes it through. It's Bentancur to smash it home. 2-1 at this point. 2-goal advantage has been restored. But with little time to go, Roma smashed this one in from the edge of the box, 25 yards out. Gave us a bit of a scare, but we held on and let's secured ourselves a second cup final. A chance to make history with the first Conference League final ever, and we're against Stade Rennais, the team we had on the group stage. These lads, we know we can beat them. We've played them twice already. Could we get our second bit of silverware? Lineup we've gone with: Maurice, Reguilon, Davis, Romero, Sanchez, Emerson, Bentancur, Højbjerg in the middle, Kane, Son and Kulevetsky up top. From the off, let's get it, let's go. Inside the first passage of play, ball gets sent out wide. Again, Reguilon on the overlap, whips in the cross. Kane heads it in, puts us into a 2-1 lead. However, the game highlights went horrifically wrong. Picking this one up 3-2 with 2 minutes to go. Lloris made one of the best saves that I've ever seen. Resulting corner taken by this lad called Mierkeer. Rips in the cross, gets headed out by Sanchez. Counting down the seconds, just waiting for full time. And then we conceded. This one was going all the way to extra time. Could not make it up, honestly. So bloody frustrating. So 3-3, got to go again. Got to have that second win, dig a bit deeper. Can we go one more time? Poor kickoff, Son wins it. Sees our options for left and right. He looks down, you can see Emerson busting his gut on the overlap. Runs out wide with it. Son open in the middle, picks him out, edge of the box, gets into there, he's got 3 in the middle, picks up Kulevetsky to power it into the bottom corner, puts us back in front for the 4th time in this game. 2 minutes from the end of the game, Lloris again called into action, but it was too little too late from Stade Rennais, as we have gone and secured ourselves a European trophy, lads. Alright, it's only the Conference League, but like I said with the League Cup, you can only play the competitions that you're in, and winning 2 competitions out of 4 this season is truly bloody epic. So that's enough of the Cup of competitions. It's now time to turn our focus back to the Premier League and the hunt for the top 4. So February was a decent month. We beat Man City, did draw with Southampton, we then snatched a point against Man United. They'd lose to West Ham, however. So with 4 games to go, there is 7 points between us, Liverpool, Leicester and City. It's going to go right to the wire. And we've got to play Liverpool and Leicester next. This is all still to play for. At no point are we safe in the top 4 yet. Chelsea and United are basically guaranteed now. Game 1, playing against Leicester. Now these lot done us in the league earlier on, but we got revenge in the cup. Got to play against Vardy and Maddison, who've been tearing it up. I'm pretty sure they've combined for about 40 goals this season. They've been unreal. Kulevetsky had that effort there, Schmeichel saved it. End of the first half, Kane had that effort, Schmeichel again, he was having an absolute blinder. Everything we hit at him, he just managed to save. He was probably having the best performance he's ever had in his entire life. Still level, 78 minutes on the clock. This effort here, blocked by Sanchez, follow-up blocked again. And then, out of nowhere, Vardy has dived. I mean, it's just definitely a dive, there's no questions about it. How the ref has given a penalty there, I do not know. He's fallen over after the shot has happened. I don't know why he's given a penalty. He missed the penalty in the reverse fixture. Didn't miss this one, slots it away, puts him 1-0 up. Cannot lose this game, cannot lose it. Sessegnon off the bench, giving him a rare appearance into the last minute. Who could he find? The biggest assist that he'll ever get in his career. Saves us a point. So with 3 games to go, there is now 5 points separating 3rd and 6th. It's going to go to the wire. I'm telling you, it's going to the wire. Off to Anfield, a place that is one of the hardest away days you can possibly get. Cannot afford any mistakes. Like that one there by Sanchez. Thiago punishes us, puts us 1-0 down inside the first half. Coming up to the end of the first half, Kane on the ball, plays it into Højbjerg. He looks up, slots through a pass behind Van Dijk. Kane, through on goal, smashes it past Alisson, celebrates in front of the Kop, gets us back on level terms. Going into the second half, the issue that we had was that this man, Virgil van Dijk, was just blocking everything. That there is just world class. Down the other end, this is what we're doing. Reguilon goes and gets a red card, takes out Salah. Shocking, playing with 10 men. That deflected effort was the best we could muster. And then, with 7 minutes to go, Lloris comes off his line, he saves it, cleared by Romero, somehow keeping us into it. That effort was blocked, and we managed to hold on for a point. So it's going to the final day, lads. Final day, there is 4 points separating us. It could go anyway. We have got bottom of the table Norwich, it's in our hands. All we've got to do is just go out there and win. And boy oh boy, did we step up to the plate. There was no Spursiness. There was no bottling it on the last day. A goal from Kane, a goal from Son, and then another one from Kane from distance. Secured us a 3-0 victory and has achieved top 4. Champions League football will be returning back to White Hart Lane next season, lads. So that's everything for this season. Let's take a break, let's take a breather, and let's see how we got on. So there it is, confirmation. We finished 3rd in the end, lads. 4 points off the top, not a bad effort. End up winning the League Cup, as we know about, and of course the Conference League. Look, 2 trophies, a cup double, it's decent stuff. In terms of transfer news, Matt Doherty's been moved on for 9.5 mil to West Ham. In terms of Christian Romero, I'm not going to trigger the clause to buy him for 60 mil. I can't justify it. I don't think he's that good. But one player I will be triggering the clause for is Kuleveski. This lad on loan, 44 mil. It's very, very steep. But bear in mind that we sold Dyer, we sold Skip, and we sold Doherty. So we have pretty much spent what we've brought in. Now he's going to be taking a little bit of a pay cut, 60k a week, but when you see his numbers, you'll understand why I've done that. In terms of the player stats, Lloris made 60 appearances, unreal for him at that fine old age, and he got an assist, decent stuff. Looking at the goals, Harry Kane got 31 goals, 16 assists, Son got 28, 14, Kuleveski 16 and 6, so this is why I had to buy him. He's still very young as well. Højbjerg and Bentancur both got double figures. Bergwijn chipped in with 6. Mora got 4. Obviously, he got injured for a lot of the season. In terms of the assists, Bentancur, this is one of my favourite players. He got 15 assists from centre mid. Beautiful stuff. Reguilon got 3. Mora got 3. Emerson got 2. We did get a whopping 172 mil finishing back in the top 4. Beautiful stuff. Turning our focus to the academy. Now, obviously, I spent a year scouting these players. Class of 22 will be Liam Cook, that goalkeeper. Ewan Berry, a lad from Finsbury Park, 18 years old, got a little bit of sauce. We've also got these 2 brothers, Alan and Nathan Roberts. I'm getting strong Neville vibes, is what I'm getting. One's 16, one's 18. Could be a little dynamic duo. As well as that, one player that I'm very excited for, that I'm going to promote at the start of next season, is Patrick Greaves. It's written in the stars, right? Written in the stars, that a lad called Greaves. He's going to play out front for Spurs. He's going to be epic. I know he'll be epic. So looking at the plan, well, phase 1 was about finishing top 4 and winning a domestic trophy. We've done it in season 1, so we're well ahead of schedule. That does now mean season 2, we have to challenge for the Premier League. Going to be a massive, massive push. And of course, we made to bring in some signings for the start of next season. But look, we're heading in the right direction. Progress has been made. Picked up not just 1, but 2 trophies this year. Sensational stuff from the boys. However, the media are not impressed. They don't think that we can kick on and go further and start challenging for league titles. I'm going to pass it over so you can hear what I had to say.
Well, how does he ever go again? Are we just going to sit here for the next 10 years and say the same thing about Tottenham Well Done getting the Champions League?
He knew the ground rules before he came in. He knew he wasn't going to get 400, 500, 600 million pounds when he went to Tottenham.
I don't think he wants that.
He took the job knowing what Daniel Levy, what the board at Tottenham, what the restrictions were. He knew that. Are they going to win the league? They're not going to win the league, no. They're not going to win the league.
I think Tottenham are happy with top 4, and it's just like, oh, got the money for the top 4, that'll pay for the stadium, it'll pay for this. It means we won't have to spend much. We don't need to sign anyone in the summer because we've got this good squad. We've all got new contracts, whatever.
Well, not going to win the league. We'll see about it next season. So lads, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.